Welcome back to another live stream. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Man, and in a previous video, I had touched on a topic that I'm going to talk about right now. This video is a DC info, and as you probably already seen in the title here, I'm talking about Teen Titans. Robin is my favorite DC hero, for sure. As far as Marvel goes, Spider-Man's it. Yeah, great character. All Robins. I'm a fan of the Robin character. So I might be like, oh, what about Nightwing? Yeah, him too. Alright. If they were a Robin ever, then I'm a fan. Alright, well, with that said, Teen Titans, they're doing like a new live action show, Teen Titans. This isn't the animated Cartoon Network blah crap that I don't watch it. I don't like it. As most cartoons these days, not impressed. But doing live action, it's called Titans, not Teen Titans. It's called Titans. Probably because I don't think they're actually all teens in this show. There's plenty of trailers and information on YouTube and other places to find out about the show coming out. As I found out, DC's doing their own streaming service, and they have a lot of content coming out in the next year for sure. It's actually gonna be starting soon with the release of Titans. It's gonna be a weekly release. I believe it was Thursday, if I remember correctly. Doesn't really matter. If you're listening to this right now and you have any interest in the show, like I already do, then you'll find out when it's playing. Or maybe, like I've said in other videos, about TV shows, or you might wait until you know for sure it's a fire show. You hear from all your friends, hey, you gotta watch this. That happened to me with The Walking Dead, Sons of Anarchy, Lost. There's a lot of TV shows that I didn't get into at first. It took some feedback from friends, so to speak, and other people telling me, hey, this is definitely worth watching. Or if you hear about something everywhere you go, it can't be that bad. As was the case with Lost. Couldn't turn a corner without somebody talking about that awesome show. So obviously, I'm gonna check it out eventually. Wasn't much of a TV person too back when that came out. But being able to watch, every season, every episode, I grew up in the era where, if you didn't record it, you didn't watch it. If you weren't available to watch it when it was on TV, record it on your VCR. Go get a damn tape and put it in your VCR blank and record it. That's how we did it. So, there's a few TV shows, like, a good example of the animated X-Men from back in the day. Everybody my age remembers waking up Saturday morning and watching X-Men. But, I've missed episodes. I overslept. I had sporting events to go do, like, football, practice or something like that, or maybe a game on the weekend. I don't know. Just a couple examples. But we didn't have the ability to go on a streaming site and just catch up, or on demand. If I didn't record it, I didn't get to watch it. So I've gone back, for example, and when they were on Netflix, I went back and watched. Well, not only did I watch them with my kids, because that was as a father, awesome. To be able to say, when I was your age, I was watching this, just like you are now. I wish I could have binged. We didn't binge watch, but we did watch every, weekend faithfully. Whereas that's translated these days into this generation. Basically, they'll binge watch stuff and then wait for it to get released, the whole seasons, so they don't have to wait for the next episodes and stuff. That's the thing. So anyway, being able to go on these streaming sites and be able to watch this content all the time is really awesome. Catch up on a lot of old stuff. But Titans, they're also going to keep up their partnership, so to speak, contract, whatever you call it, with Netflix. Right now they have all the DC shows, and they come on Netflix. You know, the last season normally comes out when the new season drops. So season whatever, what is it, 8 or 7 of Arrow, for example. Like, now that season 7 gets released on TV, well then 6 will pop up on Netflix for you to watch. You know, Walking Dead got to season 9. They put season 8 up, you know, a week before the show came out. So DC will still have a presence on Netflix. And this is about Titans here. So, are they going to be on Netflix? What's up? Yes. Yes, and I do believe they are going to do what I mentioned in a previous video they did with Spartacus, and they're going to release it once a week. You know, they're not going to drop a whole season on there like some Netflix exclusives do. They're going to release it on their streaming site and Netflix, one episode every week. I'm fine with that. I don't mind. You know, if I miss it, I can still go on there and watch last week's episode, so that's not a problem. Another thing I want to talk about, I'm pretty excited. Me and my middle son are going to love this. I wish in the future we watch it together, but who knows. Young Justice. Now, I did just say earlier in this video, you know, animated, you know, the cartoons these days are just, come on, poor kids. Like, where's the days of X-Men, Spider-Man, you know, the Batman? Like, these cartoons when I was younger, you know, like they were such good quality. And they don't even need to upgrade the animation on there. They can go back to that. And speaking of, Young Justice is an amazing animated show. Sorry, I thought maybe I might get a couple kills right there. Yeah, Young Justice. Me and my son watched it. My middle kid. My namesake. I might refer to him as my namesake a few times in the video. We fell in love with that show. It was awesome. It even upset us at one point. You know, like some people watching Avengers Infinity War, like, oh man, brought tears to my eyes watching Spider-Man go out like that. I almost teared up. I really did. I was like, no, say it ain't so. Well, you know, not Teen Titans. Young Justice had that same effect with their second season. They had me really like, no, I've grown so attached. You can't take that from me. And then we found out shortly, you know, we're sitting there waiting. You know, it's been months since we've seen season 2, and we're like, what, they're not going to do a season 3? We found out there's no season 3 planned. I was like, you know, this has happened before. Get into a show, I think it's awesome, and you know, they don't make another season. They stop, but for some reason it just doesn't catch on, I guess. And I didn't see how that could be the case with Young Justice. I mean, it's got that classic animation, you know, like them old awesome cartoons from back in the day, childhood. You know, got him. You can always check it out for yourself, and I suggest you do. I think season 1 and 2 are still available on Netflix. They're gonna be available on the DC streaming site. I'm sure of it. And now we get our season 3. Better late than never. I mean, when there's a fan base for something, and there's enough people that want something, they get it. I mean, let's go to video game terms. I mean, recently the community cried for years. They wanted their favorite game remastered. Bring it back. Actually, I got two examples of this. But since I'm playing a first-person shooter, I'm going to talk about Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4. Enough requests. They heard you. Everybody. They heard the cries. Boo-hoo. All these other ones. I still want my old Modern Warfare back. Looking way better. So they did it. They remastered it, packaged it up in a new game, and it was available. I mean, you had to buy the other game to get it with it. Infinite Warfare. And then you can get Modern Warfare if you bought a special package. I believe it was like the $100 version. Or actually, no, it was, I do remember, it was like $70, you know, like $20 extra just to get the game, but then you can get the season pass included. It was like $130 or something like that. So you got season pass, remastered Modern Warfare, and yeah, and Infinity War. So all the new content that they put out would be available. Oh, I might not get that guy, because I got clipped from behind pretty darn good. Good jump. Good jump. So they'll remake things if there's a fan base for it. A good one. You know, if they know they're gonna sell just as much as they would a new game, let's do it. Another good example, because I said I had two, comes from the Final Fantasy series. I know you're on here watching first-person shooter action. You're probably not really concerned with Final Fantasy role-playing games. Maybe you are. I don't know. But there was one particular. They're up to like 15 now, and they're not including spin-off titles. There's probably like 20 or so, like at least. They did crossover with Disney too. The Squaresoft, Square Enix, whatever it's called, that makes Final Fantasy. They did Kingdom Hearts with Disney. They're, you know, a big game company. But for years and years, they had a huge request and hype. I mean, people made fake videos about this game, Final Fantasy VII. There was a movie, a movie that came out. You know, I think it was a sequel to the video game. There was a prequel game exclusively for PlayStation. What was it? The PSP, PlayStation Portable. You know, so if you didn't have that, you couldn't play that one. But it was a prequel to the Final Fantasy VII game. I loved it. It was great. I didn't personally play Final Fantasy VII. I played Final Fantasy VIII and 10. And that was it. So my oldest son was playing Final Fantasy X, and he was like 2 years old, 3 years old. He would just sit there and just hit the X button and run around, and you know, everybody was all leveled up. So all he had to do was just keep clicking the attack button, and he loved it. He'd sit there for, I've seen him for a couple hours on end, just running around, playing my game on me. But yeah, so enough people wanted a remake of Final Fantasy VII, and they got it. It's on its way. It's in production. I don't know exactly what the status of it is. I don't think it came out yet. I haven't been on PlayStation in a while. I just returned to PlayStation a couple of months ago, so maybe it's already dropped. But I haven't seen. You know, it's one of those games. Like I said, like there's a lot of hype behind it. I would see YouTube videos, something, any information that drops about that game definitely pops up for the public to see, whether you're interested in it or not. You probably take notice. Like, I see a lot of this Final Fantasy leak stuff or something like that, or here's the title, or I don't know. They might change the title on it. Don't know. So yeah, there's cries for a third season of Young Justice, and we're getting it. Teen Titans, that I said I didn't like. Teen Titans Go, I think it's called. That's not the first animated Teen Titans. There was one before that, and I guess recently, since it's kind of topic related, with Young Justice almost being like a version of the Teen Titans, but it's not. It's different groups, still including a Robin though. And they did have another Teen Titans show back in the day, also with that animation style I like. don't. Maybe I should have crouched. And that show was awesome. And now apparently there was like a movie for that Teen Titans Go or whatever show. I don't really watch it, but they had like a little end credits or a little teaser at the end where the old Teen Titan crew hops on, says, "Hey, we found a way back. Help us out." Like, what? What? Where did they even come from? I missed you guys. Great show. I got in their spawn for a second. So there might even be another animated Teen Titan coming out in the future too. I don't know what that means. I didn't get any official news to speak on. Just a little bit of footage at the end of a movie, I guess. I'm still excited. I'll still watch it. I did like that show back in the day, that's for sure. I'm a grown man, but I watch cartoons. And like I've said in other videos, if I play Minecraft with my kid upon request, I'll definitely sit down and watch some cartoons. I mean, if you're a parent, you're probably familiar with things like Paw Patrol. That's my best example, most recent. So you don't have a choice. You're going to have to watch these things. Your kid's going to want your attention and the attention of that TV with this favorite show of theirs. Suck it up. Be a good parent. It's not always about what you want. It's quality time, no matter how you look at it. And it's something to talk about. You and your kid got a similar interest. That was pretty cool. A couple kills there. Oh god, I'm gonna get murdered. The guy to the right didn't see me, so that's why I didn't try to shoot him first. Can't wait for Titans. That's gonna be cool. Like, I've already seen a couple of trailers, and this Robin might end up being my second favorite Robin of the DC universe here. And I say second favorite because my first is Damian Wayne. Having that sword, just, I mean, don't get me wrong, the bow is pretty cool, and whatever them two sticks are. But all the other weapons that Robin's ever had are awesome. But the Damian Robin, their most recent Robin, Batman's son Robin, badass. Excuse my language, but that's the only way to say it. He is badass. I mean, the grandson of Ra's al Ghul, we wouldn't expect anything different. He is just cold. He's cold. And at the same time, he is Batman's son, so there's got to be a little bit of darkness. Can't be all rainbows and sunshine. I know, right? Sunshine, rainbows. Yeah, there's always clouds and a little bit of moisture somewhere if you're going to get a rainbow. Alright. I'm probably just going to finish up this match. I've already talked enough, I feel, about my excitement with the Titan show and the return of Young Justice. What do you think? Is Robin an inferior superhero? You feel my favoritism that I show him is misplaced? Let me know. I don't think so. Obviously, I don't think so. He's my favorite. I mean, okay, let's just go out there and try to make something happen. Don't throw a grenade. Don't throw a grenade. Don't throw a grenade. All right. Oh man, I seen you. Shit. He turned around and got me. Oh well. This game would be kind of cool if it had some kind of kill streak or something like that to work towards. kind of like that it doesn't, you know, because I think that, you know, where that's something that's awesome about Call of Duty. I also feel like, jeez, I feel like it's one of those things that kind of aggravates me a little bit about the game. It's like, there's a good percentage that may never see good kill streaks, you know, past 5. You know, like, even if I get a 5 streak, I'm psyched. A few times that I've gotten that 15, 20 mark, like, I'll be glad that I started recording live, because, boom. You didn't see that Claymore, bro? I did. Oh, shoot, he walked right up on me. Jesus. I don't know if we're going to bring this one back. We're down by 9, 10. Like, well, Jim, if you stop fucking around with that pistol. What you running around with a pistol for? It's only got 12 shots. I don't know. I feel like this should still be sufficient enough to get the job done. Who you shooting at? Bank it? Nope. Oh. That's gonna get me. Oh, that got me good. So did that. Switch to assault. See if that makes any difference at all. We're still down by 10. Not too bad. You know what? I do want to change up. Yeah, my sights. I got a suppressor on there. That's good. It's good for me to have. Yeah, I like suppressors. Although I will say, in recent Call of Duty games, I have found myself. What are you shooting at me, bro? He was behind you. Oh my Jesus! He switched out to that pistol quick. And now we're down by 13. Yeah. Dang it. Damn it, Bobby. Gotta tap this one, man. It's got so much recoil. There we go. Shoot me through the bamboo. Well, if any gun in the game should be able to, it should be that LMG right there. Submachine gun. Yeah, a pistol. I'd be so mad. No, you didn't. No, you didn't just shoot me through that perfect amount of cover. Like these, I thought that was glass underneath that round. I thought you could shoot through that stuff. That's not the case either. Our team seems to be pushing up on this side. My buddy just got ran over by that train. Yeah, I don't know if I want to let you just snipe me like that. Oh, Jesus. Haven't been up there yet this match. Maybe I should hop up there. Yeah, look at that. My teammate thinking like I was thinking. Oh, shoot. How come I couldn't pick him up, though? No, don't run. Oh, there's a train. I don't have to worry about falling. See, I kind of peeked, but I guess I didn't look good enough. Match is over. And with that, so is this stream. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, click the notification if you liked it. Right? If you liked this video and want to see more videos on random movie topics, that's been the last couple, TV and movie. I plan on talking about other things too. I'll always make sure that in the title you know what I'm talking about. But thanks for watching.